Greetings viewers, I'm US Life 101, and I'm excited to have you back on my channel. Today, I'm going to teach you how to publish your very own ebook on Amazon KDP in just 30 minutes, so you can start earning passive income. However, if you don't have an ebook yet, don't worry. You can check out my previous videos on how to write a puzzle ebook in just 2 hours with Bookbolt, or how to write an ebook completely free with ChatGPT and Canva. For today's tutorial, we'll be using the same ebook from our previous episode, Meow, the Definitive Guide to Cats. I've expanded the book to 24 pages for demonstration purposes. Now that you have your ebook, let's get started on publishing it on KDP. First, log into your Amazon KDP account, and click on the Create button. Select the book type you want to create. Let's start with paperback version, and then we'll create the Kindle ebook. The first step is to fill in the details for the paperback version. I'll set the language to English by default. Now, you need to decide on a book title and subtitle. If you're feeling lost, don't worry. Let's take a look at some examples. On Amazon, the book title is followed by a colon and then the subtitle. For our book, the title is straightforward. It's Meow, the Definitive Guide to Cats. Let's type that in. For the subtitle, we can take inspiration from our previous investigation, where we asked ChatGPT for book title ideas. One of the suggestions that caught our attention was an in-depth exploration of our feline friends. Let's use that as our subtitle. You can also ask ChatGPT for subtitle options by saying, "Give me some subtitle options for a book titled Meow, the Definitive Guide to Cats." ChatGPT will provide you with plenty of ideas to choose from. Let's move on to other paperback details. You can specify the series details if your ebook is part of a series. Also, if you want to add a specific edition number to your ebook, you can do so here. Don't forget to add the author's name. For demo purposes, I'll use US Life 101 Publishing as the author name. If you have other contributors, you can add their names here too. Next, we need to write the description for our book. You can ask ChatGPT to do the work for you. Remember the outline that ChatGPT created for us last time? We can use that as a reference and ask ChatGPT to generate a brief description for us. You can ask, "Here's the outline for the book, Meow, the Definitive Guide to Cats. Write me a brief description. Make it attractive so that people would want to buy this book." Then paste in the outline, and ChatGPT will create a description for you. You can simply paste it in the description section. You could also refer to the description sections of other books and add some highlighting or bullet points. Moving on, we will choose the "I own the copyright" option, and now we come to the most critical part of publishing your ebook, the keywords. Selecting the right keywords can bring you greater search volume, and possibly help rank your book higher in search results. It's essential to fill in all 7 keywords if possible. I will present 2 methods for selecting keywords. The first one is to use Bookbolt, a tool I showcased in my previous video on creating puzzle books. Bookbolt is also capable of conducting research and provides insights on keywords. For instance, let's search for "cat guide" and skip those irrelevant results. Scrolling down, we find that the keyword "cat guide" has reasonable search volumes on both Amazon and Google, and also has low competition. Similarly, we can try another term and find the relevant keyword, "cat behavior," which also shows promising analytics. The second approach is to use a tool called Jungle Scout. You can use the Chrome extension integrated with Amazon, or its own web app. Let's pick a popular book, and the Jungle Scout Chrome extension will have a search keywords option, where you can find relevant keywords for the book. It also provides more metrics such as search volume history, trend, relevance score, and suggestions on the ease of ranking. Alternatively, you can go to Jungle Scout's homepage and launch the Keyword Scout on the left. Then type in the keywords you think are appropriate and select those that are relevant yet promising. Returning to the paperback details settings, let's suppose we have determined our 7 keywords. We can now choose categories. Since our book is about cats, let's select the cat category. Note that we can select up to 2 categories. Also, our book is neither a low-content book nor a large print, so we leave those fields blank. For adult content, let's select "No" to indicate that there is no inappropriate content for kids. Moving on to the second step, paperback content, we can request a free KDP ISBN. This will be printed as a barcode on the back of the book cover. Alternatively, you can use your own ISBN. Then, if you want to publish your book on a certain date, you can specify the date here. Next, for print options, let's keep the default of black and white interior with white paper. For trim size, there are many options, but let's choose 6 by 9 inches based on our book size. For better printing results, let's choose with bleed and keep the cover finish matte. Now, let's move on to preparing the interior manuscript and book cover. As we've selected the bleed option, we can only upload a PDF file. To create the interior, we can go to Canva and select all the pages, except for the first book cover page, and then download them as PDF. For the book cover of paperback version, we need to design both the front and back covers. If you're not comfortable designing it yourself, you can hire professionals on platforms like Fiverr. For demonstration purposes, I'll create a simple one using Canva. The actual size of the cover depends on your book size, total page amount, and bleed options. For our 6 by 9 inch book with 24 pages in bleed, I'll use Canva to customize the cover to be 12.304 by 9.25 inches. Don't worry if you're not sure about the size, Amazon KDP will let you know if it's improper. After creating the book cover, we can copy the front cover into the project and position it on the right side. Then let's make some adjustments to the page. Then let's add a subtitle and an image on the left side. Once we're done, we can download it as a PDF. Additionally, if you have BookBolt membership, you can easily create a project with certain pages in bleed option, and the book cover will be automatically configured for you. We can then upload both the interior and book cover to KDP. Keep in mind that it may take a while for Amazon to process your manuscript. Note that you can also use Amazon's own book cover creator. For now, let's use the book cover we created earlier and upload it to KDP. Note that KDP will need some time to process our book cover. After you see the success messages, you'll need to launch the previewer and approve the book. Take a look at the book to make sure the content is aligned with the bleed and borders. Review the content, and it is looking great. You can also check the whole book in the thumbnail view. Once you've approved your book, you can see the printing costs for your book in all marketplaces. Finally, we are at the last step, paperback rights and printing. You can choose a certain territory to sell your book, but we'll keep all territories for now. You also have the option to select your primary marketplace. Then, let's determine the selling price. Since there's a cost to print your book, you need to enter a price greater than $3.58 for this book. Let's price our book at $10.99, which will give us a 60% royalty and earn $4.44 per sale. All other marketplaces have also calculated the royalties in corresponding currencies for you. Prior to publishing your book, you have the option to request a book proof from Amazon, which involves them printing and shipping one copy of your book to you. This allows you to better understand what your customers would receive in a physical copy, and you will only be charged for the printing cost plus shipping. For demo purposes, we will not be publishing the book today. Please note that after hitting publish, it may take a few days for Amazon to review and approve your request to publish. Now let's return to our bookshelf. You can see that our paperback book is in draft mode, and you can also choose to request printed proofs here. Now, let's create a Kindle ebook based on the existing paperback version. All of the details section has been pre-filled and is almost the same as the paperback version. Moving on to the content step, we'll need to prepare the interior manuscript and the book cover. For the manuscript, let's try to use the previous PDF. There seems to be a warning that the PDF interior may not be optimal, but we will worry about that later. Let's work on the ebook cover now. Since the ebook we worked on in the last episode did not strictly specify the size, let's recreate a 6 by 9 inch cover. Simply copy and paste our previous work into the new canvas, make some adjustments, and download it as a JPG. Then, upload it to KDP. Again, this may take a while. Let's also check the preview of the ebook. Oh no, it seems like our PDF manuscript is not providing the best reading experience. But don't worry, let's try to upload it in another format. Now let's download the Kindle Create app from Amazon, which is dedicated to creating Kindle ebooks. Let's create a new project and choose the print replica. Simply upload your PDF interior into the project and export it as a KPF file. Let's upload the KPF this time, and see what the preview looks like. Cool, now it's looking great. It is optional to provide an ISBN for your Kindle ebook. Let's skip it for our demo. Now we are at the last step, pricing. If you wish to sell your ebook exclusively on Amazon Kindle and reach a wider audience, you could opt for the Kindle Select program. Let's choose the 70% royalty option and price our Kindle ebook at $7.99. Then, hit Publish your Kindle ebook and wait for Amazon's approval to start earning passive income. Okay, that's pretty much it for today's tutorial. If you found this video valuable, please give us a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Wishing you all the best and good luck on your journey towards earning big. See you next time.